Hello and welcome to Egypt, a country of rich culture and great adventure. The experience waiting for you in Egypt are never ending. You can be brought back to the old days of the influential and mesmerizing ancient Egypt and witness the people of today in Egypt with their inspiring spirit and charisma. Come see what Egypt has in store.
Egypt is located in North Africa, bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Libya is on the west, and the Gaza Strip and the Red Sea make up the eastern border. The fortunate geographical location of Egypt contributed to one of the first civilization blooms in history. Overall, Egyptians are quite similar in the way they look, talk, and worship. Egypt is recorded as having very little ethnic variety. In fact, over 99% of the population of Egyptian descent. All Egyptians speak Arabic, the national language, although some different dialects are spoken across the country. Moreover, the majority of the Egyptians are practicing Sunni Muslims. The uniformity of the Egyptian people and culture has prevailed since ancient times. As a result, has given a distinct character to Egypt. Politics in Egypt have recently been turbulent, yet exciting nevertheless. In January of 2011, the Egyptian people started an uprising against the dictator for the last 30 years, Mubarak. The Egyptian people seceded and Mubarak stepped down, leaving the military in control of the country. Visiting Egypt is now more exciting than ever, experiencing a mass political upheaval firsthand. The climate in Egypt is very hot and dry. When visiting Egypt, prepare to dress like the locals, combining the importance of religious tradition and the need to stay cool. The Egyptians have created a unique universal dress code that most people follow. For example, most men and women wear roomy, light shirts that cover most of the body and headscarves used to protect the face of the harsh afternoon sun. It is also very important to remember that in Egypt, dressing modestly is a sign of respect, originating from Muslim tradition. Taking fashion tips from the local Egyptians is necessary in order to fend off the heat while still looking stylish. While visiting Egypt, make sure to devote time to visiting the miraculous natural features of this ancient land. Egypt is divided into two areas, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Between the two sections of Egypt is the country's most famous natural geographical marvel, the Nile River. The Nile River and the surrounding valley is the most fertile part of Egypt. The mere mention of the Nile evokes images of pyramids, great temples, tales of mummies, and wondrous treasures. But the Nile represents life itself to both the ancient and modern people of Egypt. In addition to the Nile, Egypt, known for its dry, hot climate, is host to the vast, arid Sahara and Libyan deserts. Egypt is also home to a variety of mountains located south of the Sinai Peninsula that reach over 8,350 feet. Only Egypt's lovely natural beauty can compete with the compelling assortment of attractions offered to tourists and locals alike. There is a wide range of entertainment all over Egypt, such as bars, restaurants, casinos, nightclubs, shopping, theaters, and more. American-style snack bars with an Egyptian twist are becoming more and more popular. For fun, Egyptian-style nightlife experiences, the Cairo House and High Light, are great discos with karaoke and dancing. During this day, strolling down the Old Bazaar area is very popular for Egyptian antiques. More modern-day shopping is found in the Tahrir Square region. Additionally, Egypt is notorious for musical diversity. The country has plenty of famous singers and musicians. The music genres are incredibly diverse, ranging from classical to Arabic pop songs. Egypt offers an array of stimulating entertainment for tourists. Looking for more exciting ways to spend the day? Well, Egypt has a wide range of tourist attractions for all ages. For those who would like to learn firsthand about ancient Egypt, there is the Egyptian Museum located in Cairo, which holds about 120,000 ancient artifacts. Moreover, if one would like to experience what it was like in ancient Egypt, there are visits to Abu Simbel, a temple carved out of stone for Pharaoh Ramesses and Queen Nefertiti, located near Lake Nasser, Karnak, ancient Egypt's largest religious sites, located right outside Luxor, and the famous pyramids of Giza, located southwest of Cairo. For people who enjoy water and sea life, there are mesmerizing scuba adventures in the Red Sea Reef. cruises along the Nile River, and trips to an island located of the Dahab, which offers windsurfing, snorkeling, and scuba diving. Traveling to one of Egypt's many tourist attractions can provide hours of entertainment for adults and families. After a day filled with visiting the stunning pyramids or spectacular Nile River, there is no better way to wind down than some tasty Egyptian cuisine. The unique Egyptian cuisine has been influenced throughout history by the Persians, Greeks, Romans, and Arabs, and Ottomans, and particularly by its neighbors from the Middle East. However, Egyptian cuisine maintains its uniqueness, and aish baladi are some of the most popular Egyptian dishes. Ful is one of Egypt's favorite, cheapest, and most popular quick eats. It consists of slow-cooked fava beans seasoned with salt, garlic, chopped parsley, lemon, olive oil, black pepper, and cumin, usually eaten at breakfast. Koshari is Egypt's most popular snack food, made from rice, lentils, fried onions, and pasta, then coated in a thick, sometimes spicy tomato sauce. In Arabic, aish means life, and for the Egyptian people, bread is the most important component of every meal. Aish baladi is usually made with a mixture of whole wheat meal and white flour, and then packed near an open flame, resulting in bread similar to pita. Ful, koshari, and aish baladi are traditional Egyptian meals, so be sure to eat your fill and experience true Egyptian culture. Dining customs vary throughout the country and between different religions. When guests are in the presence of Muslims, there are some general guidelines to follow. The left hand is considered unclean and should not be used for eating. Feet should always be tucked under the table, and alcohol and pork should not be requested. When invited as a guest in an Egyptian household, it is polite for guests to bring a small gift to the host and show appreciation for the meal. It is important that while visiting Egypt, all tourists remain respectful of these traditions. Another way to spend the evening in Egypt is to go out and watch a sporting event. Kader Sayed Al-Tuni was an Egyptian weightlifter who won the middleweight class gold medal in the 1936 Olympics in Berlin, Germany, and he is considered to be the man who put Egypt on the map of world sports. Since then, soccer and tennis have been very popular sports in Egypt, but recently another sport has been getting more attention, squashing. Squash arrived in Egypt as an English colonial export back in the 1800s and has been gaining notoriety ever since. Squash started gaining popularity in Egypt as a chance for young boys, inspired by noted squash player Amr Bey, to travel and better themselves financially. Recently, however, the country has been producing internationally acclaimed squash players. Egyptians have even developed their own unique squash playing style that includes offensive techniques, including deceptive wrist flicks and deft racket work. A fast-paced game of squash is the perfect idea for a night out for all the thrill-seekers and sports fanatics visiting Egypt. Egypt is the perfect place for adventurers. Those who are curious about the mysterious pyramids, the ancient culture, and the fast-paced nightlife and the locals' tradition will be more than satisfied after visiting Egypt. Egypt is a country that simply must be experienced.